Time for game number 2 of this opening night doubleheader on the HAN network. Yes, we understand there were a few games over the weekend, but this feels like opening night. Tonight, the New Canaan Rams take on the Notre Dame of West Haven Green Knights as we're set to go from the Bennett Rink in West Haven with John Kovach. I'm Rob Adams.
If these teams can give us the opener that we saw last year when we covered it at the Darien Ice Rink, we're in for a treat. That a 4-3 overtime game won by the New Canaan Rams. And then the teams met again days later, January 7th, New Canaan wins 2-1. So tight games, the norm between these two the past 2 years.
And as we said at the top of our first broadcast, John, in which Staples knocked off Amity 5-2, you know, I don't know what to make of this Rams team. It's a team that clearly has a little bit of transition, but it's still the New Canaan Rams. They're not going to be some wallflower in the FCIAC. That's just not New Canaan Rams hockey.
No, and they're going to want to improve on last year's performance, get farther in the FCIAC, get farther than the first round of the States, and announce themselves and get back into the fray.
Absolutely true. They want to be a dominant FCIAC team. They want to be a dominant state team. That didn't quite fall that way last year. Of course, Darien dominated throughout the FCIAC.
Did, and you know they would like nothing more than to wrest the title from their friends down Route 124.
Absolutely true. Notre Dame of West Haven heads over to their bench. They are decked out in those green tops and bottoms with the gold worked in. Down to our right is the red, white, and black of the New Canaan Rams.
Two great sets of uniforms here.
New Canaan's looking very sharp.
I'm liking the gold and green there, too. It's a good look.
Not a bad look for the Knights as well.
By the way, we talk about one-goal games. Rob?
Yes. Tell me about one-goal games.
Notre Dame-West Haven goes 9-9-2 last year. 5 of those losses, 1 goal, 2 in overtime.
This, of course, the opener for both teams.
Versus your Notre Dame Green Knights.
As we'll keep an eye on the starting lineups.
Starting for the Rams in goal, number 30, Liam Mooney.
Liam Mooney will get the start in net for the Rams.
Number 4, Teddy Hood. Defenseman, number 20, James Francis.
Teddy Hood and James Francis will start on defense.
Number 3, George McMahon.
With George McMahon on the left wing, as you can hear.
Center, number 25, Brooks Gammill.
Brooks Gammill will be the center on that top line.
Right wing, number 7, Tyler Hill.
And Tyler Hill on the right
And
wing.
the rest of the Rams, coached by Patrick Moore. For your Notre Dame, the Green Knights.
Now the Green Knights will come out, and Connor Hilton will get the start in net. Doug Caliendo on defense. You'll see him skate out. Zach Dumas on defense as well. Matt Murrow on the left wing.
Center, number 17, Joe Ansaldo.
And Joe Ansaldo, remember him from last year as well. He's centering. And Vin Palillo on the right wing. Big cheer for him. Tim Belcher, the head coach of the Green Knights. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll drop the puck right after this. It's New Canaan and Notre Dame of West Haven coming up after this on the HAN network.
When you experience a sports injury, you want to get better and fast. Coastal Ortho Express gives you direct access to orthopedic care quickly. Their physicians are fellowship trained in sports medicine at world-class universities and are also team doctors for area football teams. For specialized personal care of sports injuries, go to Coastal Ortho Express, open Monday through Saturday in the iPark building, 761 Main Avenue in Norwalk, or coastalorthoexpress.com. Coastal Orthopedics, keeping you on the move.
It's time to come back to hometown banking, where people are taken into account, not just balances, where community comes first, a place where there's more than one kind of interest, where automation will never replace consideration, where they not only know your name, they know your dog's name too. It's time to expect more. It's time to bank well. Bank smart. Bank local. Bank well.
Hi, I'm Rob Adams with my good friend Donald Eng, and we're the home team for Nutmeg Sports, Monday through Wednesday at 2 o'clock right here on the HAN Network. We are the place for all things Connecticut sports, so come hang out with us on Nutmeg Sports. Don? They don't call him the best color man in the game for nothing. Nutmeg Sports, 2 o'clock, Monday through Wednesday right here on the HAN Network.
Welcome back to the Edward L. Bennett Rink with John Kovach, JJ Simonowski, Joe Mixie, Dave Stewart, Frank Granito, Bill Blocks, and Mike Suppy, Marty Hersom. I'm Rob Adams.
I think that's everybody.
I think so. I didn't do as solid a job on the out cue of the first game. Couldn't remember everyone. But we're good to go now. The Rams will break up their huddle down to our right. Liam Mooney will wait down there.
I'm excited for this game. Haven't seen these teams play a couple of times last year. I mean, and those were both awesome games.
Fun games for sure. They will break up the conversation with the Green Knights, and away we go. We gave you the starting lineups. Easy to give you the records, 0-0.
Well, that'll change in 45 minutes, Rob.
Certainly will. All right, all we need are a couple of officials and a puck.
Officials are each talking to the goalies. Doing an equipment check on each goalie. One official for each.
And there we go. Break that up, and away we go.
And we're trying to get a stray puck out, and that's not working.
And a water bottle goes ba-boom.
Opening night for everybody.
Some of which you're not seeing on our cameras right now, but take our word for it. Standing and waiting is Brooks Gamble centering the top line. For New Canaan, Matt Moreau waits on the other side. New Canaan will skate from right to left. Notre Dame will do the opposite, and we're underway. Finally, off we go. Good rush start there. Seemed like both teams were just waiting to jump.
Yeah, I mean, they came out like they were out of a cannon.
Absolutely. Teddy Hood was ready to fly down the right wing. Bouncing it along, gets sent down on net. This will be quickly covered up by Connor Hilton. No score, 19 seconds gone in the first.
These teams are eager to get at it.
Face-off will come in the circle to the right side of Connor Hilton, the senior. Skates at 5'9", 155 pounds. Goes behind the net. On that right wing in the corner, now Brooks Gamble. Gamble in the corner, tangled up with two players, Doug Caliendo being one of them, the senior defenseman. Trying to play it back, it comes over to the near side. Corralled out of that left corner, snagged over there. Taken, thrown across by Tyler Hill of the Rams. Goes over to the far side boards, lifted back and played out of the zone. Waiting there is Teddy Hood. Hood will send it right back into the Knight zone. Nice little Knight cheering section over there as well. Bounced over to the near side and backhanded down the right wing side by Matt Jaburo. Goes behind the net, comes over into the right corner. In the Ram end, they'll bring it back from right to left. Got a Ram wearing antlers. That concerns me. Top of the left circle, gets sent down. That's good luck, I'm just saying.
We'll discuss that on...
At another time?
Yeah.
Okay. Goes behind the net. Just about a minute and a half gone by. No score, first period. At the Hamel rink. comes out. Oh, it was in the slot. Unable to do anything with it was Ryan Hart of the Rams. Goes behind the net into the left corner. 13:27 to go in the opening stanza. We have no score, as Amity and Staples both begin to head toward buses or vehicles, whatever your poison may be. Taken back in the Ram zone by Drew Morris. Morris will go behind the net, brings it over near side. Ben Webster waiting there for the Rams, turned over. Now it'll be taken once again. Here is Doug Caliendo. Caliendo sends down, back behind the net. 2 minutes gone in the first period. No score. Good warm-up for the Voice tonight. Already needed a lozenge between games. Back to center it goes. You got me turned on to those honey lemon drops a long time ago. Our first year together. Whistled around to the far side. And you know when I really picked up on eating those a lot? Bet you'll never guess.
When?
15 games in 5 days, that baseball tournament in Trumbull.
Yes.
There were a few nights driving home from Trumbull High School where my voice was going, what have I done? All the way back down to Connor Hilton it goes. It'll go behind the net. Taken there. They'll go to the far side boards with the Green Knights, but it'll be taken away by Tyler Hill. Hill, now Gamble, tried to get it in the right circle. Caliendo takes it away. The defenseman showing speed as he goes from left to right. Gets across the line, gains the zone, goes to the side of the circle. Nice stick there, out in front, poked back behind the net. Couple of chances there for the Knights, and the Rams will bring it back. Good speed. Hill, down the right wing, right circle. Gamble, and the sliding save made, and now sprawling on it goes Connor Hilton.
Hill just picked a pocket, carries it totally through the neutral zone, unloads it. Gamble just can't find the handle.
Are there rules on replaying music, by the way, in a doubleheader?
No.
Oh, so he's okay.
Or it's a day-night doubleheader.
Or does
it's not a single
on,
admission.
Does it depend on the song?
That's true.
Okay. No sleep till West Haven. Off the side, goes behind the net, loose out in front, comes over near side in the Notre Dame end. 11:49 to go in the first period, I beg your pardon, and we have no score. I've been waiting to say quarter all day, and I don't know why. Back behind the net it goes. Might have something to do with
12 weeks of football?
something like that. Lifted right across the line. Waiting there is Brooks Gamble. Gamble gets it across the line. Now into the slot. Comes over near side for Michael Ansaldo. Back out to center ice it goes. A hit in the neutral zone. Ansaldo will backhand it down the right wing side. The Rams will take it back as the Knights go for a change. It gets dropped down and covered by Hilton.
Good movement, good skating in the first almost 4 minutes of this period.
Good
entertaining
energy.
hockey. Yeah, the energy's fantastic.
Yep, I agree. No score, first period. Face off to the right side of Hilton. Off to the near side. Held in at the left point by Drew Morris. Comes back out. Morris was there. Chipped at, taken away. Coming back the other way. Down goes Palillo. Throws it down. It goes behind the net into the left corner. Palillo goes back behind there. Into that left corner now. Taken away by Harry Gelnoff for the Rams. Played back to center. Turned right back around by Caliendo. Caliendo sends it down the right side. He's got a man trailing him. It's Joseph Ansaldo. Goes behind the cage. Off to the circle now. And into the slot. And a whistle as it's touched by Mooney. Now Mooney had lost the puck. Again, an official, and there are only two officials, so you've got a front and a trail. He loses sight of the puck. He's got to blow the whistle.
When Mooney lost the handle, the official was on the far boards. Mooney's body between him and the puck, he couldn't see that it was actually still kicking around on the ice.
Face off to the left side of Liam Mooney. Mooney in net for the Rams. Put right back down on net. He made the save, then went to play it. It looked like he was going to cover it. Goes behind the net and gets skated around by the Knights. In the left circle, they'll go again behind the net of Mooney. Trying now to rush it past him. Puck loose as he tried to sprawl on it. Goes into the left circle. Held in, left point. Thrown on net. Nice save made by Mooney. That was a tough puck. Goes behind the net again. Into the slot. Good game so far. Good pace to it. Far side at the point. Waiting there. That was Caliendo. Turned over. Back out to center. Across the line, and an offside will be whistled here. 10-11 to go in the first period. No score.
Last year's games, Notre Dame crashed the net mercilessly. You're seeing that. I mean, they just made a minute and a half of Liam Mooney's life miserable because they were just coming at him over and over and over again.
Face off on the dot just outside of the Canaan zone. 10:09 to go in the first period. We have no score. Tyler Hill gains the zone, gets across the line. Brooks Gamble trailing, thrown down on net. Save made by Hilton. Comes over to the near side, lifted back and turned over. Now back to corral. It goes Teddy Hood. Hood spinning around in his own zone, sends it back out to neutral zone ice. Tyler Hill waiting there. Corralled once again by George McMahon. He bounces it off the boards, and it'll whistle all the way around to the near side. Now a Knight falls down. That looked like it was Patrick Connors, turned over, taken back. Oh, chipped over the net. Little deflection there out of the right corner. Trying to put it right on net. Waiting there was Hill. Goes behind the net, off to the left corner now. Puck loose. Back to play it goes McMahon. McMahon waiting. Off to the corner. With a one-timer that gets deflected. Back out to center ice. Waiting there is Teddy Hood. He spins it around. Sends it down. 9:12 to go in the first period. And still no score. Turn back, waiting there. Here comes Gelnaugh. Gets across the line. He'll go down and play it. Now it's taken away from him by Kevin Malaya. He is a freshman defenseman. Far side on net. Hilton the save.
Some odd caroms setting up rushes thus far early in this game.
Face off to the far side. Off the draw, comes around to the near side. Played through neutral zone ice. Scoreless game, 8:40 to go in the first period. Across the line they go, down into the Knight zone. They'll bring it over to the near side as we come down to the 8.5 mark. They'll get it out of their own zone, but chipped right back the other way by Drew Morris. Fed across, left in the right circle. Over there was Ryan Hart. Out of the zone it goes once again. The Rams will go and corral it. Ben Webster will go back and play it as it got left aside by Liam Mooney. 8:15 to go, first period. Crowd still filing, and we'll have a good one for this game. We have no score. Again, as I said in the first game, would have had a better crowd. It's 4 o'clock start.
4 o'clock's a tough start. You got a lot of people still at work. It's also, you're 4 days till Christmas. People still have to get their shopping done. Rob.
Bounce back out to center, John. Across comes Anthony Marciano. Go ahead, finish your...
No,
leave me alone. Picking on me. Yes, okay. Across the line come the Knights. Left circle, thrown down. Mooney there. Mooney will make the save and hold on. In the first game, I alerted, just for the fun of it, that one of us in this broadcast booth has really not done much Christmas shopping, if any at all, and I have not handled the most important one, the 13-year-old one. That one I will deal with perhaps tomorrow morning. That's the beauty of certain stores that open quite early. I can do that on my way to the office.
There you go.
Off the face-off in the left corner.
That or he's getting the HAN Network experience for Christmas.
He's had the HAN Network experience for Christmas, Easter, his birthday, summer vacation. Back behind the net it goes, far side. He does laugh and talk quite a bit about our trip to Vermont, though. He had a good time on that. Back behind the cage there. 7:10 to go in the first period. That's my son we're talking about, by the way. I haven't cleared that up. To the near side boards it goes. 7:05 remaining, first period. No score, New Canaan, Notre Dame-West Haven. Big hit along the near side boards. Now Hill coming back. Gets across the line, had the dipsy doodle there, and brings it back into James Francis in his own zone. Francis had it taken away from him. Taken back by Matthew Chaburo. Goes down the left wing side with a stick on the ice. Skating right around that goes Michael Grise. Check that. It's actually 24. It's Marciano. I thought it was 14. Comes down the near side. Sent down. Oh, it gets on net, and it's covered up by Connor Hilton.
Little extracurricular, Rob.
6:34 to go in the first period. We'll hug it out. It's Christmas. We have no score.
The back and forth is just fantastic thus far. I mean, this period's moving, knock wood, I don't want to jinx it, quite quickly.
Off the face-off, out of the circle, to the near side it goes. No score, 6.5 to go, first period. Behind the net it goes. Played there by Zachary Dumas. He is a sophomore defenseman. Comes all the way down into the right corner. Played out of that right corner. The Rams trying to snag it away there. Unable to do so. Fighting for it is Quinn Hayes of the Rams. Pat Gore coaching the Rams in his second year after taking over for Bo Hickey, who's been here since the earth cooled. Off the near side boards with 6:05 to go in the first period. Bo still doing some football coaching. Big hit on those boards. My goodness.
Very big hit.
Marciano delivering a blow. They're trying to respond in the ultimate way with a goal. I believe he had hit Gregory Caterano, but he seems okay. Puck behind the net almost. Now there it is. Taken back behind that net. 5:43 to go. First period. There's still no score. Skating back out. From right to left go the Rams. They get it across the line, out of the circle. Save made Hilton as he stepped out with the blocker. Wilton would be in Fairfield County on Route 7. Under 5.5 to go in the first period. Hilton's in net. Played to the near side. It's opening night again, and we're having some fun with that fact. Held in by the Rams. Goes over to the far side. Ryan Hart will skate over there. He'll take it away. Off that far side board, Caliendo, the big man over there, 6'1", 190 is Doug Caliendo.
He looks all of that.
Off those far boards, they skate back out. It is Caliendo, who looked like he might have been a touch behind the play. Puck loose nonetheless, goes to the far side. Played back to center. They've let him play so far. Big hitting. Turn right back around. Waiting there. Calvin Hoban gets across the line. Here come the Knights on net. And the save made in the glove of Liam Mooney. 4:44 to go. First period. No score.
Boy, this is delivering for an opening night game.
This is fun. This, of course, the home of several teams, most notably West Haven High School. The Blue Devils call this building home, and they really should, because their high school is about, 100 yards to our right. Off the face-off, and of course when you talk about 100 yards, that also refers to Ken Strong Stadium a little further out beyond that high school, where there have been more than a fair share. Turnover, puck loose, goes over to the far side. Of more than a fair share of CIAC football championships has been played at Ken Strong Stadium. Down the left wing side it goes, across the line. Here comes Patrick Connors, turns it back. Taken away, and Joseph Ansaldo gets across the Ram line, went to leave it behind, now it's in the slot, and he goes top shelf and scores! In the slot, it's a 1-0 game. Looked to me like Connors would get the goal, John.
It looked to me like Connors, top of the slot, goes top shelf, just tucks it between Liam Mooney's right shoulder and the crossbar.
But first we sound the horn. And the goal scored by number 8, Patty Connors, assisted by number 17, Joe Ansaldo. Having goal 10-52, Connors, Ansaldo.
Ansaldo got the assist at 10:52, 1-0 Knights.
Ansaldo himself could have had a goal a few moments before that, but I think he carried it too far trying to go to his backhand and was wide.
Off the face-off, goes back behind the net. Far side held in at the point. Skating across, it comes over into the left circle. Played there by Jack Webster of the Rams. Webster, along with Anthony Marciano. To the near side it goes. They play it back towards center with Matthew Ciberto. Waiting there comes James Francis, but they'll get it across the line. Now they'll bring it right back into neutral zone ice. Spinning around. It's a 1-0 game with 3:35 to go in the first period. Far side boards it goes. Waiting there, Caliendo. Caliendo, little feed, comes back out to center. I'm not sure that the intended man was actually Liam Hilton. I thought it was going to Greg Caterano. Off into that far corner. Caliendo there again. Feeds it. Oh, it's a good chance. Down the right side, Ciberto. Right circle. Sent it back and wide. All the way around the boards it goes. But he had a good chance skating down that right wing. Rams were able to get back defensively. Here they come again. Francis gets across the line. Sends it down toward the right corner. Connors will go over and play it. Bounce it off the boards. Back out the center. The opposite number 8, Drew Morris, awaits. Morris takes a look. From right to left in the red, white, and black go the Rams. And they skate across the line. George McMahon to the right circle. Gets taken down. No indication of any penalty. Comes to the near side. 2:45 to go in the first period. 1-0 Knights. Skating along and grabbing it, they get it across the line. Touched there by Matthew McCormick, a senior forward. 5'6", 170 if you're scoring at home along the far side boards with 2.5 to go in the first. Turned over. It was grabbed by Reed Lewis initially for the Rams. It'll come back behind the end line, bounce behind the net, go to the far side boards. Waiting over there is Tyler Hill. Hill says, okay, I'll take that. Skates with a man alongside of him. It's Ryan Hart. Across the line goes George McMahon. Offside will be your call with 2:15 to go in period number one.
Just offside. Sorry, Rob. I'm still not sure if I saw white between the puck and the back of the blue line there.
It is worth always reminding you, by the way, that if there's any kind of hang-up in transmission, the first thing to do is just always reset your browser, as this will be an icing, gives me more to do my public service announcement. And this dates back to our HAN radio days where we would discover things would repeat, or, we would start hearing Yoko Ono singing Revolution Number 9 backwards, or some strange thing. Anyway.
That is strange.
Nonetheless, hit refresh on your browser. Sometimes you may have a second browser open anyway, so just refresh things, and you should be G2G, better known as good to go. Bounces along to the near side. 2:02 to go. First period. It's a 1-0 game. The Green Knights on top. Through the neutral zone, bounces across the line into the Knight zone. Down the left wing side goes Tyler Hill. Hill to the side of the left circle. He gets tangled up there with Brooks Gamble. Out of that left corner, waiting. They'll bring it back. Back at the left point, waiting there was Drew Morris. Here come the Knights across the line. Matt Moreau sends it wide. Big blast, Caliendo. Back behind the net, Caliendo shooting a little caliente. Far side with just about 90 seconds remaining in period number one. John's been waiting for the first bad punt of the night, and there it is. To the near side in a 1-0 game. I know you were keeping score.
Yeah.
Bounces back out. This will roll down and be no icing.
Wow.
1:12 to go in the period. Wow, is right.
I thought that wasn't ice.
So did I.
Bounces
Bounces off the near side. Of course, every goalie wants an icing call. Across the line comes Hilton, Liam Hilton in this case. 60 seconds remaining in the first period. A Ram goes down. It was Marciano, no call. At the other end, they get across the line with McMahon. That'll hit the top of the rink, also known as the ceiling. 50 seconds remaining. John Kovac, once again, a modern-day warrior.
Is what it is, Rob. Puck deflected off a Notre Dame stick, so the faceoff stays in the Knights' defensive zone.
Face off to the left side of Connor Hilton. Off the draw, bounces along the boards, held in by the Rams. They'll send it down the right wing boards, go behind the net. 44 remaining in the first period. Far side out of the corner. Here come the Knights. They start back with Liam Hilton. Bring it over to the near side boards. Bounce it along those boards. Chipped along and offside the call. 34.6 remaining in the first.
I don't remember this from the first game.
No, me neither.
Great pace tonight.
Face off to the dot just outside. I just figured I was going to let Ozzy Osbourne sing for an extra moment before I started talking again.
I was going to time it out, just figure out how far we could go.
Down to 25 to go in the first period. Down the right wing side it goes. It'll go behind the net. Whoa, big bounce down there goes Ben Webster of the Rams. That was not the play he had drawn up in his mind. 15 remaining in the period. John will have intermission. Interviews, commentary, and anything else. He may come up with a recipe or two. 7 to go in the period. Goes behind the net. He probably could to the near side boards. Down to 2-1, and period number one ends. With the Green Knights taking a 1-0 lead back to the locker room. Liam Mooney made 11 saves, 8 for Connor Hilton. I thought both goalies were pretty good.
I thought both goalies were good. I thought both defenses were good. I thought both offenses clicked. I thought it was just exceptional hockey for that first 15 minutes.
And there you have it.
And it took a perfect shot to get through, and it was a perfect shot from Patty Connors that he, just like I said, got it between the left or the right shoulder a Mooney, and the crossbar.
So there you have it, 1 period in the books, and Notre Dame of West Haven takes a 1-0 lead to the locker room over the New Canaan Rams. John and I will come back. John will be back for sure. He's got the first intermission, then I return for the play-by-play. We'll have a little fun beyond that. 1-0 Notre Dame of West Haven after 1. You're watching FCIAC, SEC, SEC, Connecticut Hockey, the world, right here on the HAN Network. At Innovative Health and Rehabilitation, we provide an advanced level of care to resolve symptoms and minimize recurrence. Our experienced professional staff design and implement effective plans to return individuals to their prior level of function. We specialize in the treatment of orthopedic and sports injuries, pre-post surgical rehabilitation, performance enhancement, strength and conditioning, vestibular rehabilitation, balance and gait training. A convenient location and flexible scheduling is available to accommodate your needs. We look forward to providing you with a comprehensive level of care to meet your rehabilitation goals. We are also affiliated with 3 high schools, Norwalk, West Hill, and Stamford. Our certified athletic trainers cover the athletic events at the high schools to prevent, treat, and educate student athletes and injuries. Our certified athletic trainers also take part in the New Canaan Youth Football Program. Reach us at 650 West Avenue in Norwalk. Call us at 203-852-9903. Innovative Health and Rehabilitation.
Carl Chevrolet is proud to sponsor HAN Network's coverage of the area's best high school sports. No matter the sport, competition in the FCIAC is spirited, so get out and cheer on your favorite team. If you can't make it to the game, be sure to bring HAN Network with you to keep up with the action. Visit Carl Chevrolet in New Canaan or online at carldirect.com.
Well, there's still a bite out on the water. Most anglers have decided to stow the gear for the winter. Just because Mother Nature isn't cooperating doesn't mean you can't see the latest models of all your favorite gear. With 2 convenient locations, it couldn't be easier to get your fix of summer. Boater, beach bum, fisherman, or simply love the New England coast, this is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport, or on the web, dockshop.com. Welcome back to the Edward L. Bennett Rink here in West Haven, the campus of West Haven High School. John Kovach with Joe Mixie between the first and second period of Game 2. Notre Dame of West Haven, the host Knights, with a 1-0 lead over New Canaan. Joe, welcome back. Your thoughts on the first period?
Thank you very much, John. Beautiful night to be here. It's probably warmer outside than it actually is in the rink right now.
Probably. It is.
Feels a little bit more like the holiday season in here at this point, but you know what? What's there to talk about in this game? First game of the season, the hype is here. Notre Dame, West Haven, New Canaan, these 2 powerhouse teams. The fans have packed in here for Notre Dame, West Haven, and New Canaan has even traveled well. You know, these teams have come out of the gate, both very physical teams. Both physical in the corners with their defenses. Ultimately, it was Patty Connors who got on the board. Nice shot right in front of the goal and got it in. But these teams look evenly matched. They look hungry and ready to play. They look like all of their lines are just in it. And it's going to be definitely a great 2 more periods of hockey here at the Bennett Ice Rink.
What's New Canaan have to do to square this up?
Well, I would say their defense has definitely been physical, but definitely trying less to get the big hit and more to keep their eye on the puck. And ultimately, communication is key between, you get in a fast-paced sport like hockey, and ultimately it's hard to stay on the same page with your teammates, but you keep your eye focused and you come out with a game plan, and ultimately you try to get it done and get the puck kind of kept in your own area there, keep it out of the opposing territory, or put it in the opposing territory, rather, and give it to your offense, see what they can do, and ultimately communication is going to get you there. And, some of these players haven't really played too much with each other. First game of the season, kind of starting to, get that chemistry flowing and seeing what you can do with all your other teammates in this new 2015-2016 season.
Good puck movement by both teams. Made it a very entertaining period to watch.
Absolutely. And you know what? It's just all about getting that flow and, playing on. For Notre Dame, West Haven, the fans are definitely in it here for them. For one thing, playing on what is their home ice at this point, just in their home city. And I think New Canaan having to travel up the coast a little bit. Definitely puts an advantage with Notre Dame. And I think these New Canaan guys are ultimately a little bigger than the guys on Notre Dame. And I think their physicality has shown it, but the eye and the tenacity, the stamina of the Notre Dame players ultimately have gotten them on the board first.
What do you expect looking at New Canaan, Darien, and the rest of the FCIAC moving forward?
Well, ultimately you got a great group of teams here, and teams that just, come out and play and just come on, bring it their hardest. I think it would be too easily to tell. You can look upon past results to kind of determine what you're going to do, but you know what? It's a clean slate. We're getting into the first game of the first games of the season here in this new 2015-2016 season. You look at the returning starters of each team to kind of make a big impact, but you know what? For some of these teams that might want to get in there and make a statement, this is their chance to do it. Absolutely.
All right. 1-0 Notre Dame of West Haven leads over New Canaan. First intermission. We're going to step out for a minute and come right back. High school hockey on the HAN network.
When you experience a sports injury, you want to get better and fast. Coastal Ortho Express gives you direct access to orthopedic care quickly. Their physicians are fellowship trained in sports medicine at world-class universities and are also team doctors for area football teams. For specialized personal care of sports injuries, go to Coastal Ortho Express, open Monday through Saturday in the iPark building, 761 Main Avenue in Norwalk, or coastalorthoexpress.com. Coastal Orthopedics, keeping you on the move.
Here at the Darien Sports Shop, we are very excited about our newly redesigned men's department. Gentlemen, if you're shopping for work, weekend, or wedding, we've got the latest styles and trends inside our spacious new department just for you. We have vast selections from Peter Millar, Vineyard Vines, Johnny O, Duckhead, Barber, and so much more. And you can even walk out of the store in the new Wolverine 1,000-mile men's boot. Conveniently located with free and easy parking at 1127 Post Road, Darien, Connecticut, or shop us online at dariensport.com.
Walter Stewart's Market in New Canaan is your local destination for the best of the holidays. Shop Stewart's for the freshest produce, certified prime rib roasts, magnolia wreaths, fresh baked pies, gingerbread houses, Christmas candies, and the season's best wine and craft brews right next door at Stewart's Spirits. Shop Walter Stewart's, 229 Elm Street in New Canaan, or shop online at stewartsmarket.com.
I'm Kate Czaplinski. Join us for Coffee Break, weekdays at 11 to get the latest Connecticut news, weather, high school sports, and more. News doesn't get any more local than on Coffee Break on the HAN network.
Welcome back to the Edward L. Bennett Rink on the campus of West Haven High School. John Kovach, rejoined by Rob Adams. Notre Dame of West Haven with a 1-0 lead over New Canaan in this SCC FCIAC clash between state hockey powers. Rob, really entertaining back and forth first period.
I really enjoyed it, John. Great hockey to start tonight. And really, and I mentioned that on the call, right off the very face-off, the opening face-off, you sensed right off the face-off, I think it was Teddy Hood tried to take the puck and fly down the right wing side. There was nothing tenuous about that. He was ready to fly and get us going, and that's what the period felt like.
At the face-off, the opening face-off, it was like two teams lined up to go at each other with like ropes attached to them. And when the puck hit the ice, the ropes got cut. and they just went at each other.
Yes, I agree. I think it's been just fun hockey so far. And that's what, for opening night, I'll take it.
This is why you and I love hockey.
Absolutely. Absolutely fun.
I mean, I coach football, but I love hockey. You're a baseball guy. You love hockey.
And I can't skate, but I love hockey.
I can't skate. I can't skate, and I love hockey.
Absolutely true. If you didn't hear earlier tonight from football, speaking of which, Odell Beckham Jr. gets one game off. You know what I saw almost makes me wonder if he should have gotten more.
You wonder. You wonder, because if you're serious about doing away with the head-to-head hits, which I think we'll be discussing as the hockey season progresses, because there's as much, if not more, of a risk here. You need to take that, and I'll say it, that dangerous move where he peeled back and went in helmet first and earholed a guy from 15 yards.
Yeah.
Another football news that if you follow football, you follow UConn, UMass, BC. Some big news on the coaching front. That's Don Brown, who was a defensive coordinator at the University of Massachusetts, at UConn, at Boston College, hired by Jim Harbaugh at the University of Michigan. Great get for Michigan, and a great job for Don Brown. Wish him well. I've heard him speak a number of times. Really good stuff.
Yep, I totally agree. By the way, we'll be back here next Monday night. We'll watch St. Joe's and West Haven next Monday night, as well as Tuesday. There's, on occasion we got to cover these two teams. They don't get a lot of publicity. You might have heard of them. One is New Canaan and one is Darien. We don't talk about them a lot, though.
No, not at all. Those are always good games.
They are.
Throw the records and everything else out.
Think about that. Our first year of doing radio, right above the net, and the tie game that ended right down below us. What a game that was.
Oh, tremendous.
And I remember walking out of that game, I felt empty. I remember feeling just nothing.
Right.
Because how white knuckle it was in that overtime, and Darien had chances.
Oh,
it was fun stuff.
And we had two great games with these two teams, Notre Dame-West Haven and New Canaan last year. Both one-goal games, one an overtime game.
I agree.
And this is a one-goal game right now, and if not for a perfect shot from Patty Connors, it's a scoreless game. He just put it someplace where Liam Mooney couldn't do anything with it.
Dave Stewart, by the way, sports editor of New Canaan Advertiser, and of course, I always call him the FCIAC guru. He is here tonight, and I just retweeted a picture that he put up at FCIAC on Twitter. If you don't follow it, I don't care what your opinions are on the FCIAC. Just for Dave's pictures alone, it's worth following him, or worth following the FCIAC.
He's such a great video.
Yeah, really
I
is.
had the pleasure and privilege of him being my sports editor when I was editor of the New Canaan Advertiser. And to just know you were going to have that spectacular
Absolutely.
photo from him.
Yep.
Oh.
No, Dave does really just an outstanding job, and I'm going to say nice things about him because he's not here with me right now. Now
if he was here, this wouldn't be happening.
Now, tomorrow, when he and Donald Eng co-host Nutmeg Sports with me, all bets are off.
That's tomorrow. You got Dave and Don?
Dave and Don tomorrow, 2 o'clock, HAN Network. Shall I take over the play-by-play once again?
Do that.
All right, second period underway. Thank you, John. Outstanding job in your guise as Al Troutwig or whomever you want to be.
Troutwig's good.
Gets it across the line as the Knights skate now from right to left. Liam Mooney down to our left. Comes over and behind the cage once again. You're not a Bill Pito guy? Out of the zone.
Pito's
no,
all right.
He's good. He's not. He's really just kind of the studio guy. Al is really the post-game host.
And Troutwig's been around longer. He's got more of a personality, more well-known.
He does. I mean, he was on Yankee broadcast for a long time. Talking about Al Troutwig of the MSG Network, who's the Ranger guy. as they bring it back to center ice. Played and across the line by the New Canaan Rams as they try to tie this game up. They trail 1-0. Tyler Hill was there wearing number 7. Now they bring it back out through the Knights. Caliendo gets across the line. Left in the left circle. That was played by Palillo. Goes over into that right corner. Chips it along there. Held in right point by Connors. And we get a whistle to stop things right there. 1:10 gone. Period 2. 1-0.
That rush actually got broken up. As Connors crossed over the blue line, George McMahon got a stick in there and made a nice clean stick check.
I saw the door open. Old habits die hard. I saw the penalty box door open. I started to point to John, saying, "Oh, something's got," but just
well. Then I saw
a puck. That's
saw the referee coming out with a puck, and I'm. That's interesting.
Again, opening night.
The official coming out of the penalty box.
Back to center it goes.
Rarely
taken,
see that.
Sent and across the line. Chaburo gets across that line, down the right wing. They'll send it into the right corner. Go behind the net, send it far side. Held in over there. Connors, he has the goal. Blasts it over to the near side. 1-0 our score. With just about 90 plus gone by, second period. Here on the HAN Network, you can find it all live at live.han.network. Certainly go there for all of your archives and so on as we get an icing here with 1:50 gone in the second.
Yeah, with all the puck moving, we haven't seen that many icings tonight, have we?
No, we have not. We have not. Face off to the left side. Marciano was there for the draw. Off the draw. Blast coming. Caliendo just inside the blue line.
I'm thinking Mooney was screened, and it's another one that just stays inside of the bar, gets between his left leg and the upright. And it's 2-0.
And the Green Knight cheering section lets Mooney hear it with a chant of Mooney, 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 which has nothing to do with Tommy James and the Shondells or Billy Idol. So there you have it at 1:56. It's Caliendo from McCormick and Hoban. And it's a 2-0 game. Caliendo just across the line, side of the right circle, skating in on net. Fans on the first try, second try, it's loose, comes out. It's in the circle, sent down, deflected, and out of the zone it goes. Unable to hold it in was Driscoll. So it'll go behind the net. 2-0. 12:22 remaining, second period. Near sideboards, heads toward that left corner. Over there was Marciano for the Rams. They'll play it back to center. Connors grabs it, retreats into his own zone, sends it cross. Kevin Malaya there for the Knights. They'll bring it near side. A little love right out in front of us between Marciano and Driscoll. And holding on is Mooney.
Caliendo gets a lot of velocity on that shot.
Yes, he does. And as we mentioned, all of 6'1", he's a big boy on the ice, and he certainly gets a lot on it. Off the face, off to the right side of Mooney. It'll come back out, skating with it, Tyler Hill. Hill skating through two defenders, almost went right through them. Now the blast coming from just inside the line from Teddy Hood. Goes all the way around to the far side boards. Played over there. George McMahon for the Rams. Squirts loose, bounce back, taken by the Rams, and out of the zone it goes. James Francis turns it around, bounces it off the boards. It'll go down the near side and whistle around. Behind the net, they'll play it into the left corner. Along those left wing boards, Francis bounces it along, taken there by Hill. Hill behind the cage. 11:20 remaining, second period. It is a 2-0 Green Knights lead. Along the near side, they send it down. Francis with a hit as he got knocked around by Matthew Murrow to the far side boards. Out of that left corner, played there by Gamble of the Rams. 11:07 remaining as the clock ticks away in the second game of this opening night doubleheader in West Haven. Lifted, it's held in at the left point, deflected away. Good job by Murrow to give up the body at the other end. Here's Palillo, sends it well wide, comes over near side. It'll be collected once again and sent over by Chaburo. Correct that. That was Joseph Ansaldo. To the far side it goes. Teddy Hood delivering the hit on Caliendo. It'll go behind the net. Just kind of pushed aside by Mooney. No damage done. Out of the right corner. 10:35 remaining second period. Trying to bounce it in on net. Couple of tries there, and the net comes off the moorings. 10:29 to go second period. It's 2-0, John.
Yeah, as good a job as Notre Dame is doing of crashing the New Canaan net and getting in there, screening Mooney, getting close shots at him, making sure he doesn't see the hard shot coming in. They do just as good a job, and we have a timeout here. Timeout called by New Canaan. Notre Dame doing just as good a job of collapsing the defense in front of their own net and protecting Hilton.
I think it's a good timeout taken by the Rams. They seem a little out of sorts, so I'm okay with this timeout by Pat Gore.
It seems early for it if you just look at the time and look at the score. But regroup a little bit. He sees something. He's quite emphatic with his Rams now.
Yep. He sees something he didn't like, and I think this is a good time at 2-0 to try to clean it up.
Well, here's what he might be doing to it, and I'm just guessing here because I'm not over there. But being a coach, you just saw him crash your goalie, little push and shove the net off. Why not bring them together and get them fired up? And maybe that's the purpose of this. I don't know.
One of the officials is feigning shooting a basketball. However, he grabs a puck back and will play hockey instead. Face-off will come to the left side of Liam Mooney in a 2-0 game. 10:29 remaining second period. Over there to take the draw. It was Harry Gelnoff for the Rams. Behind the net as they win it. Out of the left corner. 10:20 remaining second period. 2-0. Played by the Knights, who seem to have the better of it so far. Catarano was there for the guys in green and gold. Along those left wing boards, goals by Connors and Caliendo so far in this game, and it's a 2-0 game. Bounce to the far side boards, lifted back out of the zone. Now the Rams start back. They do not have the numbers, though, as they get across the line, and they are offside.
Just offside, and it killed what really could have been a good 2-on-2 break.
Face-off will come right outside of the Knight zone. Off the draw, controlled by the Rams initially. Played ahead by Gunnar Granito. Goes to the far side boards. 9:50 remaining in the period. They'll send it right back. It goes to the far side, taken once again. Granito will spin it. Coming over, and a little dipsy doodle there. Lifted back off the backhand from Quinn Hayes. Goes down the left wing side. They'll bring it across to Caliendo. Caliendo out of the zone, but the Rams will turn it right back. Sent down into that left corner. No time to panic, at least right now for the Rams, but they just seem a step behind the Knights. Along the left wing, it's lifted. Stays in the rink. That's a good sign. Held in at the left point. And controlled there by Gunnar Granito. Put on net, and the save made by Connor Hilton. Hilton really has not been challenged recently, John.
No, not at all. New Canaan's gotten nothing going in terms of any offensive threat, either a long shot or a prolonged up-close attack.
That was impressive, by the way. Off the face-off to the right side
Horrifying.
of Connor Hilton. Oh, over the line. The Rams bring it back. I'll try to explain when we have a moment. It was kind of funny. Out of the left circle. Francis, score! James Francis makes it a 2-1 game.
Picks up the loose puck, skates up the right side, bends it back left, and then outskates a couple defenders and fires it in. It's a really nice shot.
Franz is from from Gamel rather, at 6:01. Yeah, thank you. Along the near side. I'm getting tripped up here. Okay. Yeah. All that said, yeah, when the music was playing, when it was time for the hands to go up, I mean, that was impressive. Frank, yes. Eric, me, you, I think even AJ, the hands went up.
As well we should.
As well we should. I was both proud and horrified all at once. Thus is the brotherhood of the HAN Network. When we resume, face-off will be the left side of Hilton. It'll be Gelnaw against Murrow. A chat with Pat Gore, and we're underway. Controlled by the Rams. Francis trying to tie it up himself. Left circle. Throws it wide. Comes over near side. Lifted along the glass. Back out. Taken by Petalillo. Gets along the line. Gets it across. Now the Rams will turn it back. Little hit at center ice. Here's Caliendo. Sends it down the left wing. Rolls through the circle. Goes back into the corner. Francis goes over there. Little jumping and bumping there with Murrow along the far side. Out of the corner. Chipped along there. Played by Francis. Will go behind the net. Bounced around. Caliendo keeps it in at the left point. Sends it down left circle. Gets away there. Teddy Hood able to play that puck. Now taken and sent off the pipe. It goes far side. Held along. Played along those far side boards. 7:50 to go in the second period. Back out come the Rams. They get it across the line, and it'll be returned by Zachary Dumas. Here's Caliendo. Caliendo down the left wing. Tangled up with Teddy Hood. Couldn't control it. It's Harry Gelnaw to send it around to the far side. Out of the zone it goes. Played there by Zach Dumas.
Puck just trickled out, but allows New Canaan to get a needed change.
7:20 remaining, second period, a 2-1 game. Across the line it goes. Taken by Chaburo. Fed across, down on net. Couple of tries, and it's put away. Held onto by Mooney. And a little frustration being shown by both teams. Teddy Hood starting to get a little riled.
Just a bit. The officials get in. I don't think anybody's going to sit for this one.
Just boys being boys, deciding what they want to do during Christmas week. No big deal. Face off to the right side of Mooney. Squirts across, goes over to the far side. We have had 4 goalies here today. 3 of the 4 have worn number 30. One down to our right, Connor Hilton, is 33.
But 30 in your roster.
30 on my roster, exactly. And number 1 in your heart.
Right.
Along the near sideboard, 6:50 to go until intermission, second period. Across the line come the Green Knights. In the slot, thrown down on net, save made by Mooney. Goes to the far side in the circle, fanning on the try, second try. Now they get it in the circle, bounces loose, comes over near side. They throw it once again, waiting there was Chaburo, couldn't do anything with it. Far side in the corner. They bring it out, there's the whistle, and there's the call for interference at 8:30.
And there was an extended time for Notre Dame to be up a skater with Hilton out of the net.
So we see our first penalty on the score sheet of the evening.
Benjamin Webster.
Webster started to go, in fact, into the Green Knight penalty box. And waiting there are 3 Notre Dame lacrosse jacket, well, at least 2 Notre Dame lacrosse jacket wearers. And they all indicated, no, you're not coming in here. So there you have it. 10 seconds gone on the man advantage. Goes over into the left corner. Taken by the Knights. They'll control it there. Working along is Joseph Ansaldo out of the circle, looking to put it out in front, and they score!
Just a little wraparound, and it doesn't take long on the man advantage for Notre Dame to reestablish that 2-goal lead.
So it's a 3-1 game on the power play goal. And off the face-off, it comes down the near side. Palillo from Ansaldo at 8:54. So it's a 3-1 game off the power play. Held in at the right point, sent down on net. Hilton makes the save, pushes it over far side. Connors over there. Connors for the Knights, brings it around to the near side. 5.5 to go second period. 3-2-1. Played along the near side at the side of the right circle. Goes behind the net. Rams trying to do something with it. They'll leave it behind there with Brooks Gamble. Taken and back out it goes with a head of steam down the right side. Here's Caterano, and this gets a blocker save made off to the near side by Mooney. Mooney's played fine otherwise, John.
2 long shots got between him and the bar, and then that wraparound there.
Certainly the first goal in the game, that was not the prettiest one, or rather the Caliendo one just inside the line. But again, as you said at the time, that could easily have been a screen. 4:50 to go second period. 3-1 game. Out come the Rams from left to right. They wear the red, white, and black. Send it down the right wing side as they go for a change. Dump off into the left side boards. Bounced along there and held alive by the Rams. Had it in the slot. Down goes a Ram. That was Harry Gelnaw. They keep it alive. Gelnaw with a little something right between his legs. Nice play there. Goes over to the far side. Calvin Holman is over there for the Knights. They work it along with 4:20 to go in the second period, taken away by Matthew McCormick. Sent down the left wing side as they get across the line. Dylan Monahan had come on for Tim Belcher and Notre Dame of West Haven. At the other end, Ryan Hart, left circle, throws it down. Save made off the pads of Hilton. Goes to the far side. Little justice over there, knocking Teddy Hood, gets a player knocked around. In fact, I believe he knocked around McCormick, or was it Hoban? It was Hoban. 3:53 to go second period. Goes behind the net, comes over to the near side boards. Out of that right corner, they play it back to center. The hard rubber gets bounced across the line and sent down the left wing side, left behind along these left wing boards. Turned right back around by James Francis. Francis, a veteran who we've mentioned many times here on the HAN network, goes down the right wing side, and off for a change go the Rams. 3.5 to go second period, 3-1 game. Rams would like an answer to cut it to 1. Sent back out to center, snagged there in a 2-on-2, and Saldo across the line. It'll trickle down and get controlled by Liam Mooney. He'll hold on.
New Canaan picked up the hitting on that last shift. Some of those were a little away from the puck. I was looking for a call on it.
Off the face-off. Oh, big blast. Looked to me that Mooney couldn't handle it. 3:16 to go in the second, 3-1.
Yeah, it got over him and rattled off of the plexiglass.
Face-off will come to his left. Notre Dame of West Haven up by 2, 3-1. Off the draw, comes over into the left corner. Down to grab it goes Jack Webster of the Rams. Now it's sent back down to the other end. Over to grab it goes Patty Connors. Connors has a goal in this game. Held in at the left point by Morris, and down it goes on net. Hilton holds on. We are fun.
Yeah.
Even if you can't see us, we are fun.
Right.
I'm getting big smiley faces from Eric Gendron, who is back directing. Eric, by the way, wants you to know that he's still in shock about the revelation that about Luke Skywalker. No, that was a running gag this morning. I'm honestly not revealing anything. Brought across, it goes into the slot. We just had a running gag going about some things from the movie that are 100% not true.
He's sitting here with the hood on, though, like he's a Sith.
Puck is loose. It comes all the way back out.
Sitting here all in black with the black hood on, just controlling the amazing thing is watch him cut the shots with his mind. It's crazy.
Back they come in a 3-on-2. Thrown on net. Mooney will hold on.
And more extracurriculars, and this is nasty in front of the net.
Yep. So they break that up.
Yeah, I think somebody's going to sit, and
Looks
Notre
to me
Dame's
like Shane Pickering was getting sent off, and no, he's going back to his own bench.
just a stern talking to.
Young man, don't do that again.
Not cool.
Face-off will come to the left side. Liam Mooney in net for the Rams. Face-off to his left. Harry Gelnaw will go for that draw. He'll go up against Matthew Murrow. To the far side it goes in a 3-1 game. 2:09 to go second period. Comes around to the near sideboards, thrown down, goes off the side of the cage, goes back behind. Now they'll whistle around the far side. Off to play it is Connors. Connors of the Knights. Far side again, it's Francis waiting there in the red, white, and black. He gets hammered down. Penalty coming. There's the touch, and here is the whistle. Murrow has been kind of flirting with danger in this game, and he's going to sit for 2.
He's not the only one. I've seen a number of things that I think could have been called both ways.
So this coming at 13:07, gone for 2. First power play for the Rams. Face-off will come to the right side of Connor Hilton. Hilton, a senior. Off the draw, turned over, and back into the New Canaan end, and another whistle, a high stick.
He looked like a long stick in lacrosse, trying to keep that in the zone.
Just for bookkeeping purposes, Murrow went off for hooking. 6 seconds gone on that man advantage. Face off to the near side. Almost turned over. Now it is turned over. Sent wide. Bad turnover by the Rams, and Joseph Ansaldo was ready to make them pay. 17 gone on the man advantage, and the Knights are not giving the Rams even so much as a sniff of a chance early on. Francis will go and retrieve it back behind his own cage. Send it far side. George McMahon, now across the line, Tyler Hill. Hill down the near side to Gamble. Gamble along the right wing boards. Hill again will go behind the net. 1:22 remaining on the man advantage. About 7 seconds between the game and the penalty. Far side it goes, chipped along, comes out of the zone. Ansaldo gets left there by Teddy Hood. Hood, Ansaldo turned over across the line. Oh, wow. Little jackknifing there. They get it across into the Ram end. The problem is the power play is in favor of the Rams. They need it to go the other way, and they're down 2 at 3-1. From left to right they go. Tyler Hill across the line. Hill, right circle. Hill dancing in. Had a man on him. That was Caliendo. Held in at the left point. Save made initially. Off the rebound. Comes to the near side. Waiting there, McMahon. 37 to go on the man advantage. Thrown down on net. Oh, the puck was loose. A couple of tries. It comes over into the circle. Thrown across, and there's the whistle once again.
Net was off the moorings just a hair.
Yep.
Just enough. And I thought that one puck had a chance of getting in.
I did too.
I thought it was going just to the left or the right, upright.
Gelnaw for the draw against Liam Hilton. Down to 35 to go. This trickles all the way down. No icing. Down to play it goes Drew Morris. Morris tangled up with Joseph Ansaldo. Down to 18 to go in the period. 22 remaining on the penalty. Trying to get it across the line. The Rams will take it back. Waiting there. Drew Morris goes cross ice. Down to 8. 15 remaining on the penalty. Turning around. It's turned over. Skating down across the line. Fanning on the try. Went Dumas. And the period comes to an end with 7 remaining on the power play. 2 periods done. 3-1.
That was dangerous to just kind of...
Notre Dame, 7 for a two-period total of 15.
To just kind of, from your back, from your knees on the ice, just kind of swing your stick and chip it. And there's 3 Notre Dame players there waiting to pounce on it and come in on a 3-on-none odd man rush.
So, 2 periods in the books. John Kovac ready to handle the intermission, and I'm ready to get out of your way again.
All right, we will see you shortly.
See you in a little bit. After 2. Notre Dame of West Haven 3, New Canaan 1. John comes back for the second intermission. After this, you're watching the FCIAC on the HAN Network. At Innovative Health and Rehabilitation, we provide an advanced level of care to resolve symptoms and minimize recurrence. Our experienced professional staff design and implement effective plans to return individuals to their prior level of function. We specialize in the treatment of orthopedic and sports injuries, pre-post surgical rehabilitation, performance enhancement, strength and conditioning, vestibular rehabilitation, balance, and gait training. A convenient location and flexible scheduling is available to accommodate your needs. We look forward to providing you with a comprehensive level of care to meet your rehabilitation goals. We are also affiliated with 3 high schools, Norwalk, West Hill, and Stamford. Our certified athletic trainers cover the athletic events at the high schools to prevent, treat, and educate student athletes and injuries. Our certified athletic trainers also take part in the New Canaan Youth Football Program. Reach us at 650 West Avenue in Norwalk. Call us at 203-852-9903. Innovative Health and Rehabilitation.
Healthy, confident smiles begin at Stratford Orthodontics. Conveniently located on Main Street, we are Stratford's hometown orthodontist. We offer the latest in orthodontic technology, including Damon braces and Invisalign. We always accept new patients. Call today to schedule a complimentary consultation. 203-375-8332. Stratford Orthodontics, 2499 Main Street, Stratford. 203-375-8332. And online at stratfordsmile.com.
Here at the Darien Sports Shop, we are very excited about our newly redesigned men's department. Gentlemen, if you're shopping for work, weekend, or wedding, we've got the latest styles and trends inside our spacious new department just for you. We have vast selections from Peter Millar, Vineyard Vines, Johnny O, Duckhead, Barber, and so much more. And you can even walk out of the store in the new Wolverine 1,000-mile men's boot. Conveniently located with free and easy parking at 1127 Post Road, Darien, Connecticut, or shop us online at dariensport.com.
Well, there's still a bite out on the water. Most anglers have decided to stow the gear for the winter. Just because Mother Nature isn't cooperating doesn't mean you can't see the latest models of all your favorite gear. With 2 convenient locations, it couldn't be easier to get your fix of summer. Boater, beach bum, fisherman, or simply love the New England coast, this is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport, or on the web, dockshop.com.
Connecticut is coming back to hometown banking. To a partner that makes small businesses feel big. Where community comes first. Where high-tech tools go hand in hand with a human touch. Where you get the know-how only neighbors can deliver. Where saving time is important too. It's time to expect more. It's time to bank well. Bank smart. Bank local. Bank well.
I'm Denise DiGregoli, the host of The Drive on the HAN Network. Join me Tuesdays for some motivational, intelligent talk with a little humor as we visit with people who live their lives mindfully. Tune in to The Drive live on Tuesdays, 12:30, here on the HAN Network.
Hi, I'm Rob Adams with my good friend Donald Eng, and we're the home team for Nutmeg Sports, Monday through Wednesday at 2 o'clock right here on the HAN Network. We are the place for all things Connecticut sports, so come hang out with us on Nutmeg Sports. Don? They don't call him the best color man in the game for nothing. Nutmeg Sports, 2 o'clock, Monday through Wednesday right here on the HAN Network.
I'm Kate Chaplinsky. Join us for Coffee Break, weekdays at 11 to get the latest Connecticut news, weather, high school sports, and more. News doesn't get any more local than on Coffee Break on the HAN Network.
And welcome back to the Edward L. Bennett Rink. Notre Dame-West Haven with a 3-1 lead over New Canaan after 2. John Kovach, rejoined by Frank Granito, who joined us during the first game. Frank, New Canaan, James Francis takes it into his own hands, gets them within 1, and then they give it right back. What's making the difference tonight?
Well, you're seeing what makes Notre Dame the number 4 team in the state. They're a fast, physical, smart hockey team. When you make mistakes, they take advantage. They had the 1-goal lead. They had the lead cut down to 1. New Canaan takes a penalty, and 10 seconds later, it's back to 2. But another thing right now that's hurting the Rams is the face-off wins. They are not winning a lot of draws, and Notre Dame is easily setting up in transition and getting on the attack.
It looks to me like there are a lot of times New Canaan might be kind of just throwing the puck and hoping. And Notre Dame's going to pounce on that with everything the way you described it.
Well, the New Canaan defense, I thought, has played a little sloppy through the first 2 periods. Might be opening night jitters. Big showing here from the Notre Dame student section and their fans. But a lot of costly turnovers in bad spots on the ice have forced the Rams into worse positions, getting stuck deep in their own zone. It led to their first goal that Notre Dame scored. But the Rams also have got to start throwing pucks on net. Not getting any shots right now. They're struggling to get any kind of momentum going. And their third line has been matched up against the opposing first line a couple times and stuck in their own zone for almost over a minute on a shift.
No, that's not going to help you. Mooney's kept it really as close as it is. He's come up big a couple of times.
He's made a couple huge saves, and the goals that went in have been a perfect shot, to say the least. And I think there was the one redirection that went in. But the Rams are going to have to dig deep here and find another gear in this third period. And it's not that they're not skating hard, but they've got to find a little confidence now, try to control the puck, and push their way onto the attack. They've got to get off their heels.
It's gotten a little heated in front of Mooney a few times. Notre Dame very good at crashing the net, just getting in your face, screening the goalie, firing point-blank shots at him. New Canaan looks like they're really starting to fight to protect Mooney in those situations.
Well, they looked like they were very passive to start. They were letting the Notre Dame control the puck behind the goal line, letting them work behind the net, and just sort of positioning themselves between the puck and the goal. But they're also letting guys stand open in front while that happens. So after that first shot gets there, they're bouncing on it for second, third opportunities, trying to whack it home. And New Canaan finally, I think Coach Gore, after they took that timeout, finally told them they've got to start to protect the dirty areas of the ice, and especially their goaltender. And New Canaan's answered the call a little bit, and they're starting to fight back.
What'd you think of that timeout? I mean, you could, if you looked at it in the situation and the time left in the game, your knee-jerk reaction might be, well, there's an early time to waste your only timeout. But I think he saw something, and it was coming off really one of those first little skirmishes in front of the net. That was he trying to fire them up?
Well, I think it was they were down 2-0 now. They had just surrendered another long shift in their own end where Notre Dame had peppered a bunch of shots on goal. And I think that was the timeout you use. Okay, this is our wake-up call. We're halfway through the second period now. The season has started. We need to start playing for real. I thought it was a good use of the timeout. I think it got the group going. They responded. They scored the first goal after that timeout. But again, we talked about it in the first game, how costly penalties can be when you start to play against better teams. If you give Notre Dame an opportunity to go to the man advantage, they will capitalize.
And it hurt New Canaan on the one that re-established the 2-goal lead for Notre Dame. Notre Dame up 3-1. We are between the second and third high school hockey on the HAN network. John Kovac with Frank Granito. Can New Canaan afford to stay as physical as they were late in that second period?
I think they can play a physical game, and they don't necessarily have to go taking runs or trying to throw the biggest hits, but if they're bodying up players along the wall, if they're getting in the way of these Notre Dame players and not allowing them free rushes, that'll work to their advantage. I don't think that New Canaan can keep up with Notre Dame speed-wise right now. It's just too early in the year. They're still trying to find themselves, and this is the Notre Dame team that they bring guys in. They're ready for this from June on. This is all they think about. And they're showing why they're a very good team. They're clicking on all cylinders. But again, New Canaan had the late power play opportunity there in the period. Couldn't get anything going. I think that was a huge missed opportunity there.
There were a couple of clears there that hurt them on that. A couple of times New Canaan got the puck, or Notre Dame got the puck out that really killed that power play.
And the Rams had a little bit of a chance there at the end. There was a bit of a skirmish, and they got a couple shots, but you're right. They never could establish any kind of flow or momentum, and that was what they desperately needed with the second period coming to an end, leading into the third.
If they start winning face-offs, can they stem the tide?
I think it works to their favor. They can sort of set the pace of the game and get back on the attack versus sitting on their heels and having to play defense so much.
And real quick, Frank, in addition to hockey, you coach football like I do. I mentioned it during the period. Thoughts on Don Brown, who was at UConn, been working with Steve Adazio of Connecticut at BC. Don landed the Michigan defensive coordinator job.
I'm actually a huge Michigan fan myself. My sister will be going there in the fall, so I'm very excited for it. He led the #1 defense in the nation this past year. Thought it was a great hire by Coach Harbaugh, and I think they'll have a lot of success next year.
I would agree. Just a great hire by them, and it's big for Northeastern Connecticut football. 3-1. Notre Dame-West Haven over New Canaan. You're listening to high school hockey on the HAN Network.
When you experience a sports injury, you want to get better and fast. Coastal Ortho Express gives you direct access to orthopedic care quickly. Their physicians are fellowship trained in sports medicine at world-class universities and are also team doctors for area football teams. For specialized personal care of sports injuries, go to Coastal Ortho Express. Open Monday through Saturday in the iPark building, 761 Main Avenue in Norwalk, or coastalorthoexpress.com. Coastal Orthopedics, keeping you on the move.
Walter Stewart's Market in New Canaan is your local destination for the best of the holidays. Shop Stewart's for the freshest produce, certified prime rib roasts, magnolia wreaths, fresh baked pies, gingerbread houses, Christmas candies, and the season's best wine and craft brews right next door at Stewart's Spirits. Shop Walter Stewart's, 229 Elm Street in New Canaan, or shop online at stewartsmarket.com.
Back here at the Edward L. Bennett Rink with John Kovach, I'm Rob Adams. Normally I let John bring it back from intermission, but he was talking to somebody, so I figured I had to do the honors.
This guy was praising us. What do you want me to do?
No, I'm happy. Take the praise. Dave Stewart walks over. Oh, boy.
Dave Stewart with nothing.
You back with me now?
I'm here.
Just
yeah, I
checking.
do wear multiple hats.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I never know if somebody wants to talk to me about a print edition, a website,
or
Yankee
a cat.
Fisherman.
Good stuff with you and Frank once again.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he's great. He's got great hockey breakdown.
That's terrific.
And he's a real good football. Yeah, and this is a guy, we basically coached against each other earlier this year.
And we both know the Granito name has done very well in New Canaan sports and is doing quite well on both the girls and the boys teams.
Yes.
Catherine is just a scoring machine right now. 2 straight games for Catherine Granito with a hat trick. They might want to ship her up to Boston and be on the Bruins.
Going to Michigan.
Yes, she is. But still, ship her to Boston and let her play for the Bruins. As more dancing takes place in the HAN booth.
Yeah, if we have more room, we could do reels, but...
All right, all Murphys have been properly drop-kicked, and let's get the third period
I think
going.
the officials are holding it up to here the end of shipping up to Boston. I know I would.
Well...
You mean on what, the 4th resurface of the night, 5th of the night? It's wet. That's what it is. The ice is wet.
Yes, it is.
Notre Dame is still a man down for 7 seconds.
That is the reason for the delay. The ice is wet, so we are working out the details there. All right. Now we're ready. We have a puck. We have a rink. It's icy. Let's play. Third period underway. It's a 3-1 game. Down to 3 to go on the power play. 2 left behind Power play is over, and we skate at even strength. Thrown back to center ice. It'll come down into the Ram zone. Liam Mooney to our right, and Connor Hilton to our left. Across the line it comes into the Knight zone, sent back to the near side boards, chipped along there, turned over. Rams will take it. They skate from right to left in the third period. Turning around is George McMahon. McMahon had it, lost it, takes a hit from behind. That came from Caliendo, goes across the line and sent down the right wing side. 40 seconds gone, third period, 3-1 game. As it goes behind the net, taken there by Murrow. Murrow now turning and looking, taking a look. They fire it back out, got away from Tyler Hill. Caliendo sends it down the left wing side, taken away from him, and Saldo there goes off. Down goes Caliendo. He jumps, rather in Saldo, he jumps right back up, and Saldo from the sharp angle bounces off the side of the cage. He'll grab it once again out of the left corner. Now it's taken by Gamble, back behind his own, and taken back by Tyler Hill. Hill leaves it for McMahon. McMahon across the line, sends it down the left wing, tangled up again with Caliendo. It'll go behind the net, sent and whistled all the way around to the far side boards. Waiting there is Ben Webster for the Rams. Turned back and sent back. This will go down into the Ram zone. No icing. Back behind the net. Waiting there is Chase Glover of the Rams. To the near side, sliding down, jumping right back up for the Rams is Drew Morris. Getting across the line, right wing side. Down goes Glover. Puck loose, bouncing along. Held in at the left point by Morris. Morris whistles it down the left wing boards. Does it again, bounces behind the net along the boards. Now down the play, it goes Glover. Glover playing his own rebound, goes to the far side, now bound to the near side boards. It comes back out of the zone and into the Ram end. Taking it once again is Ben Webster with 2 minutes gone in the third period. It's a 3-1 Notre Dame of West Haven lead. Again, behind the net goes far side, taken there by Glover. Glover having some good minutes here to start the third period. Far side it goes, held in just inside the line, save made off the blocker. Second try goes wide as Mooney made the initial save with the blocker. Goes behind the net, taken there by Morris. Morris whistles it, and it goes out of the rink. Stopping play with 12:33 to go. 3-1, we're going to jump.
New Canaan came out of the gate like sprinters, and they seem to have slowed down just a little bit in the 3 minutes since.
Face off in the circle to the right side. Pad save made initially by Mooney. On the far side it goes, all decked out in their fancy jackets tonight. As it comes down to the other end, the Rams trying to cut it to 3-2. Denali, the sponsor, on the jacket, and we thank them. As it comes back from left to right, skating across the line is Calvin Hoban. Turns around, sends it back out. This will bounce with Caliendo into his own zone. Takes a look, goes cross ice. Brings it over to Zachary Dumas, the sophomore defenseman. Coming back out of his own zone now comes Calvin Hoban, sends it down behind the net to the far side and into the left corner. 3:07 gone, third period. It's a 3-1 game. Sent on net, it'll bounce off the side of the cage, get sent around to the far side, taken back, turned around, chipped along, and it'll come down the near side boards with Murrow. 11:37 to go, we're in the third period. It's a 3-1 game. Puck on the near side. Played off the side of that right circle. It'll go behind the net with Joanne Saldo, and Saldo in the circle, throws it on net. First save made by Mooney, comes over to the near side with 11:20 to play in a 3-1 game. Bounces along, now it's in the right circle. Right circle once again on the side of the right circle with Ansaldo. It goes down toward that right corner. Now corralled by Marciano of the Rams. They'll play it back out. It gets across the line and comes into the Knight zone. The Knights will spin it around, bring it over near side. Kevin Malaya plays it across the line with Catarano for the Knights. Now turned around, and here comes Hill. Hill in the circle. Hill trying to throw it in. He couldn't do it. Fanning initially on the pass goes Connors. So it's held in by Hood. Another try. Gamble was there. A second try, and the save made, held onto by Hilton.
Hilton twice coming up, and there's somebody down on the ice. A little bit more pushing and shoving.
Tyler Hill, he's back up.
Stern words from the official.
Don't do that again, or you'll get coal in your stocking.
Yeah, you'd think Santa'd be watching. I guess Santa wasn't watching Odell Beckham on Sunday, huh?
Face off to the left side. Gamble will do the honors for the Rams. Off the draw, the Rams win it. Goes into the corner. Down there to play it goes McMahon. Behind the net. Thrown on net. Second try. 10.5 to go in the third period. It's a 3-1 Notre Dame lead. Near side. Chipped along. Pushed into the circle. Out of that corner comes McMahon for the Rams. Oh, it squirts right back to Hilton. He holds on with 10:23 to go.
This shift, New Canaan doing a little bit more, trying to establish a presence in front of Hilton's crease.
NC Girls Hockey is tweeting that the Rams defeat Greenwich 3-0. A great Rams defense held Greenwich to 4 shots on goal. That is a quote from the tweet. So the Rams go to Paradise City.
4 shots?
4 shots.
Goal.
Yep.
Oh my.
3-0 win. Off the face-off to the right side. So New Canaan hockey is just, the girls are playing outstanding.
Oh, yeah.
Boys trying to get off to a good start as well. Whistled right back down into the night zone. 10:05 remaining, third period, 3-1. Notre Dame up 2, New Canaan chasing. Bouncing along to the near side, sent back to center. Waiting there is Drew Morris. Morris sends back out, comes across the night line. They're able to hold it in, are the Rams. So here they come. Genlaw throws down on net, comes over to the near side, sliding in. There's a whistle, and stopping things with 9:47 to play.
Is somebody going to sit?
Yes, sir, for a cross check.
Looks like it's going to be Mr. Caliendo.
So indeed, Caliendo will take the seat. Coming at 5:13. So off the face-off, the Rams get their second power play of the evening. Far side it goes. Along those boards with Padalillo.
Jersey number 10, Caliendo, a 2-minute minor for cross-checking.
Side of the right circle. Francis just inside the right point. Takes it back inside the blue line with a big blast, and the save made and held on to by Hilton.
I thought he did. He had it briefly. They quickly blew the whistle. Then he lost the handle on it. It fell right in front of him.
Yep.
You've got to wait and make sure he's got possession on that.
I agree. Looks like Darien girls hockey beat Ridgefield 8-2, if I'm reading that correctly. Off the face-off to the near side. The tweet coming from the Darien Times. I would believe that is the nifty work of Steve Buono. Puck goes down into the left corner. 35 gone on the man advantage. 9:10 remaining in regulation. It's a 3-1 game. At the Edward L. Bennett Rink in West Haven with John Kovach, Eric Gendron directing, AJ Simonowski, just AJ Simonowskiing. I'm Rob Adams. As well as the rest of our crew tonight. Frank Granito. As well as Joe Mixie. Dave Stewart still on hand signing autographs.
Bell blocks him like something.
Off to the near side it goes, sending cross ice. Across the line it goes now with Gamble. Gamble down the right wing. He's tangled up down there with Malaya in the right corner. Held in by Morris. Morris got it at the right point, takes a look, fans on the pass, now sends it down into the right corner. Just rolls along the boards. Bounces to the far side. Morris again, held it in, goes into the right corner for McMahon. Down to a half minute remaining on a very, dare I say, unimpressive power play. Back out to center, and Morris will take it. They're just not getting a lot of pressure inside, John.
None. No pressure inside. What Notre Dame's been able to do, they skate so strongly. It's almost like having a good running game as a football team. They just have the puck and just skate it around and burn time on you.
Ryan Hart goes behind the cage. Now it's loose out in front. It was there for a moment for Gelnaw. Down to 1. Penalty comes to an end. We skated even strength with 7:45 to go. And the wrister coming from the slot from Chase Glover is held on to by Connor Hilton.
Tough shot. That was a riser coming in. He gloved it going up. That was trying to get the same place that first Notre Dame goal got on Mooney.
Face off to the right side of Hilton. 7:43 remaining. 3-1 game. Notre Dame of West Haven on top. Off the face off to the side of the near circle. That's the left circle as the Rams skate from right to left. They bring it over into the near side corner with 7.5 remaining. In that circle, Back out it goes, all the way down to the other end. Right circle, side down there. Francis for the Rams in the corner. Taken back by the Knights now. That was Maselli there for the Knights. Beg your pardon, it was actually 24 Palillo. Out of the circle, turned around, and the Knights will take it right back. Here's Ansaldo stepping across the line. At center ice, that is, chipped along, and back come the Rams with Gunnar Granito. Granito in the right circle. Sent along by Michael Grise. Grise in that right corner. Grabs it there. Grise lifts it along, sends far side, comes back out to center, waiting there, George McMahon. McMahon down the right wing side, 6:44 to go. Things starting to look a little dark for the guys from New Canaan. Goes behind the net, comes over into the near corner. 6:37 to go, out of the zone completely, and played by Chaburo. Sends across the line, gets into the circle, brings it down to the near side boards, played there by Catarano. Catarano initially on the cross-ice pass, bounces behind the net, puck loose, flipped up, and it comes over to the near side. 6:19 remaining in a 3-1 game. Sent back out to center, turned along to the near side. Kept alive by Liam Hilton. Hilton got it across his own line, sends it back. Rams take it. Hilton there. Hilton across, sends it down the left wing side. 6 minutes remaining. Third period, 3-1. To the near side, Gamble takes a hit as he came out of his own zone. That hit coming from Calvin Hoban. Hoban, right circle, sent it wide. Far side it goes. 5:47 remaining in the third. Back come the Rams as they send it back out, but it bounced off the skate of Hoban. Goes down to the near side in the night zone with 5:37 remaining. Sent back out the center, and Drew Morris is waiting right there to collect the bacon. Throwing it across the line, waiting are the Green Knights. They're patient, they turn around, they should be. They're up 3-1. They've got it, sent it to the far boards, chipped along, hit the ceiling. That'll stop us with 5:23 to go.
Slow getting up, but he looks like he's all right, is Drew Morris. He's staying in, he's fine. New Canaan running out of time.
Face off to the far side. If you're watching us tonight, feel free to tweet us and we'll give you a shout out. Let us know where you are, who you're watching, or where you're watching, any of that stuff. Worked for us during the FCIAC Championship. We had a lot of fun with it. So where are you watching? Who are you? Let us know. HAN Network CT. That's HAN Network CT. Give us a tweet.
You had 122 countries represented on Thanksgiving Day for that,
and
right?
doggone it if we didn't almost read them all during that game. I had a lot of fun. I really did. I had a great time with that. Because at first you're seeing things like Thailand and you're going, that can't be. And then you find out, sure enough, sent down on net at the other end. So a lot of fun. And again, New Canaan defeating Greenwich in girls hockey 3-0 tonight. 4.5 to go. That really, I mean, I had such a great time. Ireland, San Diego, Australia, everywhere. It was just really a lot of fun. So fun to do that. Down it goes for an icing with 4:18 to play. It's a 3-1 game right now.
Yes, it is. New Canaan needs to get one back quickly if they want to stand any chance.
Face-off will come to the left side of Connor Hilton. Hilton's been sharp, though not tested as much as Mooney has been tonight. As they send it back out, do the Knights, 4:07 remaining. Francis for the Rams, gets across the line, now gets it to Gunnar Granito. Puck goes off to the far side boards. Over there is Grise. Into that far corner, again Granito, now Grise, and back come the Knights. They skate from left to right with a head of steam. Across the line, Palillo throwing it on net, and the scoop save in the glove by Mooney. Good play first base.
That long backhand by Granito did not miss by much.
No, it did not. So the face-off will come to the right side of Liam Mooney. It'll be Liam Hilton for the draw against Chase Glover of the Rams. Nope, correction. It was going to be Gamble. He got booted. Instead, it's George McMahon. 3:45 to go. Bounces back, held in, left point. Bouncing around. Oh, it was loose. Little dipsy doodle there right on net. Mooney couldn't quite hold on along the near side, right circle. 3.5 to go. Puck loose, comes over. Rams need a goal, and then they need another answer. They're down 2 at 3-1. Back into the Ram zone. The FCIAC won the early game tonight as the Staples West and Shelton Wreckers get the win. They knocked off Amity 5-1. Back out the center it goes. George McMahon. McMahon across the line. Down the right wing side goes Tyler Hill. Hill crashing the net. Second try. They got it. Hold on to your hats. A little drama with 3:01 to go.
Yeah, business is about to pick up here. Just when you thought that maybe the wick had burned, New Canaan gets one, and it makes this next 3:01 a lot more interesting.
So at 11:59, it's a 3-2 game. We await the announcement. All right, so McMahon from Hill at 11:59.
And that was a big stick save by Hilton to keep it from being tied up. Tough angle, but it did hit his stick.
2:37 to go. Far side, played by the Rams. Turnover, bad turnover. Ansaldo blasts it over the net. Far side it goes. That was a rough turnover. The Rams able to survive, but here's Ansaldo again. 2:24 remaining, right circle. Gets to the side of it. This will hit the roof. There's the whistle. 2:19 remaining.
Here's what's happening. New Canaan turns it over. Notre Dame makes that turnover last for 30, 45 seconds a minute. They just keep coming off of that initial turnover.
Face-off will come to the left side of Mooney. Hilton, Liam Hilton, on for the draw. Big face-off here, bounces over to the near side. The Knights get the initial win. They turn it over. It's in the right circle. That's going to hit the netting, the ceiling. Might bounce off A.J. Simonowski, I'm not sure, but it stops play with 2:11 to go. Deep cuts here, my friend. Deep
Seriously?
cuts musically. I'm okay
Tell
with
you
that.
what, we'll do games here for the music.
Face off to the left side of Mooney. Got away from the glove. It goes to the far side in the corner. Held in. Left point. 2:04 to play. That squirts just wide. Comes over to the near side. 2 minutes to go. Of course, they got to get it out of their own zone. Liam Mooney, of course, still in net, but they've got to get it out of the zone. Unable to so far. Now they do. Back they come. McMahon. McMahon across the line. McMahon down the right wing side. 1:45 to go. Waiting down there. They're patient. McMahon just chips it along, trying to hold it in near the right point. It'll come out of the zone. Starting on what looked like a 3-on-1. Chipping at it is Tyler Hill. Now finally he knocks down his man. That was Catarano. 1:28 remaining. Sent back out to center ice. Got away from McMahon. Taken by Notre Dame of West Haven and Malaya, who will play a little catch cross ice with 1:19 to go. Coming down to the final 70 seconds of regulation in a 3-2 game. Thrown down the right wing side, it's Francis with a head of steam. He'll get tangled up with Murrow back behind the net. Goes to the far side, 1:07 remaining. They have got to get the puck out of their own zone, and they're unable to so far. Sent down on net, and they score! That will turn out the lights. It's a 4-2 game.
I think Mooney thought he had it. I think it went off his back leg.
So it comes with 1 minute remaining. And Notre Dame of West Haven takes the 4-2 lead as you watch it.
Notre Dame goal scored by number 17, Joe Ansaldo.
And Saldo's been working hard. He earned that one.
Penalty behind the play, Rob.
And Saldo the goal as it goes down. There's the touch with 41.9 to go. Cross-checking is the call. Sweet Caroline, the song.
Caliendo.
Mm-hmm. Wish to thank the Boston Red Sox for ruining this song. Just as I wish to thank the New York Mets for ruining Piano Man.
And defensive wearing jersey number 10, Caliendo, given a minor for cross-checking.
Off the face-off with 35 to go.
New Canaan net is empty.
Morris keeps it in. One-timer, blasted down. It's on net with 26 to go.
No call on the hit from behind after the attempt to poke that out from underneath Hilton.
Face off to the left of Hilton. Gilnaw picks up his stick. Gamble will go for the draw against Liam Hilton. 26.1 remaining. Off the draw, controlled by the Knights initially. Now the Rams have got it far side. A lot of work to do. 20 seconds remaining. Thrown across. Hill's going to have to go grab it. Side of the left circle. Instead, it's Morris. Thrown across. Down to 11 to go. Sent to the far side and out it goes. This will just about say goodnight with 5 to go. Back behind the empty net with 2. They'll play keep away with 1, and this one is over. Francis bounces his stick on the ice in frustration, and the Notre Dame of West Haven Green Knights grab a 4-2 victory.
For the Rams, Liam Mooney, 9 for a game total 33. For Notre Dame, Connor Hill, 8 for a game total 23.
Took a moment.
But that's big. Those numbers are huge. That Mooney faced 33 shots. Hilton faced a full 10 fewer.
And I think to be exact, he faced 37 shots, made 33 saves on the night. 23 saves for Hilton, 25 shots in the game for the Rams. Nonetheless, as we all try to do the math, that is it. And the final score is 4-2. With all that said, 2 games in the books. We will take a break and get ready to hit the road. The final score from the Edward L. Bennett Rink in Game 2 of this opening night doubleheader. The Notre Dame of West Haven Green Knights 4, the New Canaan Rams 2. Back to say goodnight right after this on the HAN Network.
Discover the Wilburton Inn in Manchester, Vermont, a 30-acre historic estate featuring a turn-of-the-century mansion with elegant inn guest rooms and 7 large private vacation homes, perfect for ski vacations and holiday celebrations. Special offer on select rooms and houses. Stay 2 nights, get the 3rd night free through Christmas Day. CNN has called the Wilburton one of the top 8 mansion hotels in America. Call 802-362-2500 or visit wilburtoninn.com for more information.
Tired of all the bull? Relax and enjoy the experience of buying a car at Panby Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram. No bull allowed.
Walter Stewart's Market in New Canaan is your local destination for the best of the holidays. Shop Stewart's for the freshest produce, certified prime rib roasts, magnolia wreaths, fresh baked pies, gingerbread houses, Christmas candies, and the season's best wine and craft brews right next door at Stewart's Spirits. Shop Walter Stewart's, 229 Elm Street in New Canaan, or shop online at stewartsmarket.com.
Welcome back to the Edward L. Bennett Rink with John Kovach and our entire crew. I'm Rob Adams. 4-2 the final score as Notre Dame of West Haven knocks off the New Canaan Rams in Game 2 of a doubleheader here at the Bennett Rink tonight to get really our season going in full throttle. We had a girls game a week ago, a 9-2 New Canaan win over Guilford, but really now you feel like the season is off and running.
Oh, it's running, and we had 2 good ones tonight, at least for the most part. Very impressed with Notre Dame. I mean, they're number 4 in the state ranking coming into tonight. They look really good. They're able to skate with the puck, to transition the puck, to move the puck. They're going to be tough to beat I think in the FCIAC, I think New Canaan is going to be a force to be reckoned with.
I do agree. I think the Rams will be a factor. Certainly it's opening night. You're not going to judge too much off of that, but you're going to say, okay, there are things we can learn from this. We'll get better. Now do those things and get better.
Right. And more shots, a little more protection for your goalie, and just they can't turn the puck over. And Notre Dame did a tremendous job, I felt, tonight of taking those turnovers and transitioning them not maybe into an immediate goal, but into a possession of a minute and a half. Just they're able to hold the puck and keep you pinned, and you can't do anything you want to do.
A few programming notes for you. This is our final play-by-play broadcast before Christmas. We will be back with you next Monday from this very building as St. Joseph takes on West Haven, the Blue Devils, against, of course, the St. Joe's Cadets. Then on Tuesday, it's Darien and New Canaan, so that is next week. But for now, that is it for the play-by-play before Christmas. And then for the rest of the week, well, you've got Coffee Break and Nutmeg Sports tomorrow, as well as The Drive with Denise DiGrigoli. That's Tuesday. Then to Wednesday, Especially Yankee Fisherman, as well as Nutmeg Sports at 2. Coffee Break, of course, Wednesday morning at 11. And then radio silence for a couple of days, as we say in the trade.
Merry Christmas.
Right back around. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to Eric Gendron, our entire crew. We thank you all for joining us. Really a great job by everybody here tonight. Thanks to Bill Blocks and Mike Suppy. They checked out. Frank Granito, nice to have him on board. Great job by him. Marty Hersom. Dave Stewart, simply for being Dave Stewart. AJ Simonowski as well. Joe Mixie. For all of them on this Monday night, we will say that'll do it from the Edward L. Bennett Rink on the campus of West Haven High School. Final scores on the evening in game number 1. Staples West and Shelton, the Wreckers, get a 5-2 win on the Amity Spartans. Here in game number 2, on goals by Connors, Caliendo, Francis, Palillo, McMahon, and Ansaldo, the Notre Dame of West Haven Green Knights knock off the New Canaan Rams 4-2. The winners on the evening are all 1-0. The losers on the evening are all 0-1. We remind you to start your day tomorrow with Coffee Break with Kate Chaplinsky, Donald Eng, and I'll have sports for you. That's at 11 o'clock tomorrow. Nutmeg Sports as well as The Drive with Denise DiGrigoli. That is at 12:30, excuse me. But with all that said, for John Kovach, Eric Gendron, our entire crew, I'm Rob Adams. Merry Christmas, everyone, and we will talk to you tomorrow for Coffee Break. But for now, from West Haven, good night, everyone.
The preceding has been a presentation of the HAN Network, the leader for local news, sports, and entertainment in Fairfield and Westchester counties. This is the HAN Network, the leader for local news, sports, arts, and entertainment in southwestern Connecticut and beyond.